Hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Hi.
Welcome to a new week of online distance learning. And today we're going to start with our counting collections. And I know it's been very warm outside, so I thought as I was getting a popsicle from my popsicle box, I thought it'd be great if we can do accounting collections about popsicles. So the first thing we do whenever we do accounting collections is we look at our collection and we think about what kind of groups we can put them in and count them in, so that would help us become more efficient counters. So teachers, while looking at this collection, what do you notice and how can we count our collection here? Miss T?
I see boxes of 18, so 18 popsicles in each box. So I might count in groups of 18, except for that last group, it looks like there's 4.
Perfect. So I see that too. Hold on, this is just in my way. Thank you. Okay. All right, so we see groups of 18. And teachers, do you agree with Miss T? Do you think that we should count by 18 by our boxes that we see here? Awesome. Okay, so we have one group of 18, another group of 18, another group of 18, fourth group, a fifth group, and then we have, what do we do with these, Miss T?
We can just put them in one group of 4.
One group of 4. Thank you. And the reason why we're putting them in 18 is because we notice that they already are in boxes of 18. So we don't need to take them out. We don't need to reorganize them. We can just leave them in their boxes and keep them there. Yes, Ms. Rosales?
We could also consider moving the 4 into 2 and 2 and put them with a group.
Oh, we could do that. Yeah.
This is a suggestion for future.
Yeah, that would be something that you can look at. You can do that on your own if you decide maybe, hey, I want to complete this group of 18 to make it 20 into, I see that you're using friendly numbers, Ms. Rosales, so you want to increase your numbers to 20. That would be a great strategy for you to do. All right, so now we grouped our collection into groups of 18, and now that we have our groups, we're going to go to our second page, the recording sheet. Remember, it's here on the second page, so we need to make sure that we record everything here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I wrote my name right here. And so the next thing I want to tell everyone what I counted. I counted popsicles, or we're counting popsicles. So popsicles, and then we can make this smaller so that it fits on the line. And we don't know how many items yet. We're going to get to that. So first we have to show what we did to record. And so Ms. Hernandez, what's the first thing we do to show our recording?
So you're going to have to draw how many groups you made and then represent how many items are in each group.
Perfect. So remember, you can go back and forth from page 1 to page 2 to really look back and remind yourself, how did I count my groups? You could have done it the same way we did, or you could have done it a different way, but you need to make sure that you are taking into consideration how many popsicles there are in this collection. Right? We're not just making up the number and saying, oh, right here I have 12. We need to make sure that we're paying attention. There are 18 in this box. So I have 1, 2, 3 on the top row. So I'm going to show that. 3 groups, 1, 2, 3. And then I have 3 on the bottom row, 1, 2, 3. And then Ms. Hernandez says something very important. We need to make sure that we put the number of items in each group. And we know that Ms. T told us that we're grouping by 18. So 18 in here, 18, 18, 18, 18, and then that last group had a total of 4 because it didn't make a whole package. I think maybe somebody ate all of the rest of them. All right, so now what should we do? What is my next step, Ms. Rosales?
We need to add it all up to find the total amount of popsicles.
Perfect. So I'm starting with 18. I see 18 here, and I want to add the groups of 18. So I have 18 and 18. This is kind of getting me nervous. I don't know how I can add these to make it simpler. Ms. Rosales, do you have an idea?
So I'm noticing that 18 in itself is close to 20. except that I'm missing 2. So what we can do as a strategy just for this problem is think 18 in our heads and count 10 and 20 up and then take away 2. I know that's probably hard. We could do that. We could also count by 10s and then count by 8s.
Okay.
Whatever we feel comfortable doing.
Teachers, what do you think? Do you think we should do the first option or the second? You can show me by putting a 1 or a 2. Do you think we should count by 20 and then subtract 2, or count up by 10 and then count up by 8? So what are you guys thinking?
Or perhaps there's a different strategy.
Maybe. I do want to try that going up to 20, so maybe we can try that. So let's try 18. So 18 plus 10 more is 28, plus another 10 more is 38, and then we have to subtract 2. So 38 in my head, 38 minus 2, 38, 37, 36. So 18 plus 18 is 36. Nice. Thank you for that visualization. So now we have 36 plus another 18. And so we start with 36. And then if we add 10 more, that's 46. Another 10 more, that's 56. But then we want to subtract 2. Subtract 2, 56 in our head. Take away 2, 56, 55, 54. So our next answer is 54, okay? So now 54 plus 18, let me erase this work so that we have more space, or else it's gonna get very crowded. Okay, so let's try again. We have 54, we're gonna add another 20. So 54 plus another 10 is gonna give us 64, plus another 10 is gonna give us 74, but we need to subtract 2. So 74 minus 2, I know 4 minus 2 is 2, so 72. And then another 18, let's go back and erase. All right.
I'm using the visual because at first when Ms. Rosales was saying that strategy, I didn't understand, but now I can see what you mean.
So what I can write it here too. So what Ms. Rosales did is she decomposed it, right? Or actually, no, she didn't decompose. She added 2 to get us to 20. And then she knows that 20 is made up of 10 and 10, but we need to make sure that we subtract that 2, right? So we have 72. 72 plus 10 more gives us 82, plus another 10 more gives us 92, and then we have a 2, subtract 2, that's just going to give us 90. And then 90 plus 4, 94. So we have our total is 94, so that means right here we need to add. We counted 94 items all together. All right, so what do I need to do as my last and final step, Miss T?
You need an equation to tell us what you added all together.
Thank you, yes. So what would my equation look like?
It would be 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 18 plus 4 equals 94.
And we want to make sure that we have the number correct, the number of 18s, right? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 18s here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus our 4 equals 94. So today we were able, we counted up to make a 20, to make that friendly number. You don't have to do that in your problem. You can try a different strategy. You can either add it using a standard algorithm or maybe counting on with your fingers. Yes, it is up to you. We decided we wanted to use a friendly number. So remember, make sure that you are showing your work in the recording sheet. That's on the second page. If your recording sheet does not come up because maybe it didn't load properly, that's okay. Just make sure you add a page on the bottom and you can use a blank page to show your thinking. So it doesn't matter if you have this recording sheet as long as you're showing us how you counted your collection. But I really want to remind you that we need to make sure that we are looking at the number that we have. We want to count it correctly and accurately. And that's being mindful of how many popsicles we have in our collection, right? We don't just hide other popsicles. That's kind of cheating. So we want to make sure we're being true to our collection. So I hope you have fun doing your counting collections for popsicles and enjoy your day. We will see you again soon. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Don't forget to subscribe.